Hello guys, welcome back to another Guy on Two Wheels video. Today we are reviewing Ysabel Truck Trail East and West. So, as the name implies, it takes you east and west and goes from Ramona, Pomo Valley to Santa Isabella. But not technically, because Santa Isabella is the top of the mountain, and this only takes you to the base of the mountain. But it takes you to Black Canyon Road, which will take you to Santa Isabella. So it should be called Black Canyon Truck Trail, but then I guess that confuses you with Black Canyon Truck Trail, or Black Canyon Road. I don't know. I'm not a forest ranger, so I don't name roads. But you don't want to hear me talk about names. You want to hear me ride the thing. So let's use my newly added Kickstart, because I have joined the Alpha Male Master Race, and now can use my leg to start a fire-breathing dragon, which I think is just way cool. Which also brings me to my new revelation about the Kickstart, which I believe the entire industry has got wrong, and no one has realized this but me. If you also realize this, tell me. But everyone kind of splits themselves in electric start or Kickstart, and it's like, if you're a Kickstart boy, you're a Kickstart only. You will not touch a little sissy electric start button. I know that word was kind of offensive, and my mom probably would be like, don't say that. No, I'm sorry, I'm just quoting a textual evidence. We'll get back to this because I need to talk about the trail. Right here, there is a bunch of campsites. As you saw, there was one back there. These are open year-round as long as the trail's open. There's about 3 in this area and 1 on the trail. I will probably forget where to put it, like mark it, or forget to call that out, but we'll mark it in editing. And then here's this creek crossing. It's pretty cool, pretty fun. Okay, let's see if I can hard enduro. That was not hard enduro. But if you want to see what isn't hard enduro, and keyword on isn't, go to my Instagram, guy.2.onwheels. I don't know. You think I pay attention to that? I'm not good with these social medias, these youngins these days, with their rad bicycles and Facebooks and Snapchats and Tinders. I just don't understand it. But what I do understand is the Kickstart electric start debate. And what I know is I am totally right. But let me explain to you why. So, as I was saying, there's people who love kickstarting and they won't touch anything. You know, they're gonna stick on their YZ250 and kickstart for the rest of their life, because that's how God made life. He made life for kicking at, or mixing gas, kicking bikes, and something about a bad word. I don't really know the saying. Not really into that crowd. But I do respect the manliness of kickstarts. And then there's the electric start guys, which would be your, you know, your practical engineer type, which is like, well, I mathed it out and I actually save a lot more energy for the amount of weight added to my bike, which actually improves my power to weight, because the amount of calories I gain from not spending them on kickstarting a bike is equal to the, and greater to the power loss, which comes from the weight added to my bike. So my power to weight ratio actually goes up by adding an electric start. And then I might just say, okay nerd, Kickstart, go clackety clack clack, boom. But as we all know, nerds are not the most manly of types. So there's a dilemma. It's like, well, electric starts are just proven better than a Kickstart in just about every way. And with lithium-ion batteries, they're now even better in like flipping your bike over, because that lead acid never peels out of your bike. So you're totally fine any which way you drop your bike. So Kickstarts really have no place, except for just being manly. And the occasional time your battery dies, which is where the backup Kickstart came from. And that was what everyone said, what the heck? That is why we don't ride in ruts. And that's where recently it's been. Everything had electric start with a backup Kickstart in case your battery died. But as we all know, with lithium-ion batteries, our batteries are never dying, and our starters are good enough that we're never really killing our batteries. And if we do, we usually have a buddy that can push start us out, because all of them come with a clutch. But what I've found is we kind of worded it wrong. We said electric start with a backup Kickstart. And that just negates the kickstart, because no one ever wants to use the kickstart then. And then it becomes as unnecessary, and then the progression happens. First it's an option, and then it's just completely removed, and someone will complain, but the world will mostly go on. When in reality, our hobby just lost something so special and so empowering. It should deserve some more mourning. And I think it was the reason we're losing the kickstart is because of a false mentality on life, in that we say electric start is superior to a kickstart, and thus the kickstart will always play second fiddle, only being there when the electric start fails. When in reality what it should be is a primary kickstart with a backup electric start. And hear me out, you might be like, why would I subject myself to kicking a high compression 450 when I could be just using a button? And I understand that point, but think, what is more empowering than using your calf and starting a vehicle that will take you 100 miles an hour, doing 100-foot jumps through 20-foot tall whoops? If my calf can do that, I can do anything. And that is why kickstarts are so amazing. But when the going gets tough and you're riding up a waterfall and your bike stalls and your leg is just got so much strain and injury, they're just like, I do not want to touch that kickstart for the life of me. You know, I think everyone would be fine with you pressing your backup electric start, because you've already proved how much of a man or woman you are by getting into that hard situation where the kickstart is just so painful it's almost unusable. Yeah, go ahead and use the electric start. You don't need to prove anything. But if you're just riding fire trails, well, yeah, use that electric start. Prove that you're a man, even on those fire trails. Don't be a little whining Nance. I don't know what word to put, because every word's kind of offensive nowadays. And in talking about that, I just realized I have talked like zero out of the trail, and I just passed the really beautiful camp spot. So there'll be one frame where I point a little marker saying, here! As you can see, this trail is rocky, narrow, and beautiful. Coming over this canyon that has a year-round flowing river at the bottom. All I can say is, God is good, because that is amazing. Like, anyone who looks at this and just says, not my favorite, could be better, I say, bro, get off Minecraft and go outside. But just look at this area, and you will get some of the most Instagram-worthy, thousands of likes posts from here. Come here at golden hour, sunset, you know, when the sky gets all purpley and beautiful, and all the girls make it look like they have a tan when they actually are just oversaturating the picture. Yeah, come here then and take some of the most nicest pictures of your bike, and trust me, you will get all the friends on the internet, because everyone will say, wow, you get a ride in such cool places. You know, here in suburban Blight, Dallas, Texas, we got none of that. We just got flat land and endless suburbs. And you're like, yeah, I got some cool riding where I'm at, and you will make all the friends. And yeah, that's why I like this trail. But I will say, don't go fast. As you can see, I'm not going fast for two reasons, but the main reason is, or I guess the safety reason why, is this is really narrow. There's never really an area where you can see who's coming at you. It's a lot of blind turns. So by just taking it slow, it makes it so little Billy, who took his dad's Ford Raptor and wants to impress his girlfriend by going 45 on a truck trail, doesn't kill you. That's where going slow helps. And the other reasons is I promised my father I'd go slow and safer ever since I cracked my frame, which I guess you can do that on a motorcycle. I didn't know. Someone called me torture chest guy on two wheels because my bike has been abused. Actually, that joke could have gone a lot better. But here is the forested part of the trail. It's about 100 yards of it. Really nice, really beautiful. There's a creek down there and lots of poison oak. There's a fallen tree right here and one creek crossing. It's still flowing. You'll see it when we come up to it. I have never seen it flow in my life, but I guess that's what happens when you have lots of rain. Here we go. We will ride through it. And not ride through it aggressively like Billy in his Ford Raptor trying to impress his girlfriend, because, you know, we care about the environment and the trails we ride. We don't want to ride through rutted out, destroyed trails. We want to ride through nice flowy trails. So we ride slow through water crossings. We don't try to dig holes. Oh, birdie bird. Meow. And as we come to the end of this, I should make my final announcement. There is a potential that this is my last video ever recorded in San Diego, which all of you must be like, oh no, so sad. We lost our favorite guy on two wheels. But fear not. I am moving to Idaho, the land of endless single track, so my content might actually get better. But with that said, we have come to Black Mountain Truck Trail. That was, I recorded 3 years ago or whatever. I can link it down below. But yeah, we make it to Pomo Valley. That way is to Black Mountain Peak. That way is to Pomo Valley. That way is to partying. And yeah, thanks for listening to me ramble and review a trail, kinda. And yeah, go out and get some riding in. See you guys.